So as we would say, hey, I've used ChatGPT to do this thing. We think that's great. Let's get more people using it that way. And I think that's a very smart way to do it
Yeah.
is experiment, figure out where it works for your organization, where it works for your program, and then try to get more people on board with using it in that way. Those are the things that I'm thinking about the most. And I know that's not super detailed, but at the moment, it really is that experimental phase of understanding where is this tool useful and where is it cool, but maybe doesn't actually save you that much time or it's just a different approach to it. I'm also really interested over time to see how this changes things for people that maybe have different ways of thinking or processing information. And if it maybe
Yeah.
removes some hurdles for people that have struggled with the traditional structures of work life in the past. I'm interested to hear about those kinds of things if anybody has come across them. Now, Chris, you're speaking about this at an upcoming virtual community conference, the Refocus coming up on
Yeah. Yeah.
October. Gosh, what month is it? It's gone by so fast. October.
It is still September, but it's next week, actually, October
It
1st.
is.
So I don't know if this podcast will be up. I'm sure it will be out right at the
Yeah,
same time, actually.
probably around the same time. So you're speaking about AI in support communities or just more
In
broadly?
communities over broadly, and it would be somewhat similar to this. I have this guy named Ed that is very well known within the community space. I feel a little like imposter syndrome a little bit, but
Shout out to Ed. We love Ed.
yeah, he's great. But yeah, and you are as well talking about something. What are you talking about?
I'm going to be talking a little bit of back to basics, talking about communities for support and really how they can impact that. Because even as the community space has evolved so much, I think that support is one of the critical foundation blocks for communities, right? You have to build the trust and the usefulness of the community before you can do any other stuff that communities can do. And it's interesting coming in to a space where there's an existing community and seeing what's there. And it's a good reminder of how critical those foundation blocks are. So I'm
Yeah,
really
I
excited
can
to
learn
have
a
that
lot from
discussion.
you. I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot from. I'm going to try to go. I don't know what time it starts, but if I don't have anything that day, I'm going to that time. I'm going to make sure to because that's what I'm doing today. I can
Yeah.
certainly learn from you. I mean, you built a support community at a support company. A
Sure.
thing or two about support communities.
I've learned a lot over the years about what works and what doesn't.